Hey guys, how's it going? It is November 2nd, 2020, and I just had a simple message. No, I don't want to do that right now. Busy. Let's see how my voice level is. Not too bad. Uh, we'll leave it at that. So, I was just, I was actually up a little early this morning because of the time changes and everything, and so I had a little extra time this morning to kill before I go to work. Um, Kind of interesting. Applies to a few things. Um, I think sometimes I use my experience to try to help others. And unfortunately, with my experience comes controversial issues that push people's, how would you say, people's conceptions or, you know, it just, whatever. I'm not going to get into what you believe in or anything of that nature. But it's a real simple, some simple advice. And as I saw in a post, I think it was a thread that got deleted that I just found out about, but I wasn't offended by it. I didn't care. First of all, I'm going to probably post this over, you know, I'm sure I'm not the most liked person over there, but um, I certainly don't look to be the most unpopular or controversial person. I certainly don't look to be causing every single thread that gets into philosophy banned or locked or whatever. But I do tend to speak my mind about things. And in no ways am I saying I'm right and I know everything or I'm superior or anything like that, because I'm not. I'm just a human being like everybody else. I For example, this morning I posted in a over on the trains forum, which by the way is one of the best ones. I actually posted over on the train sim forum. I've been up since 5:30. With this time change, I think it's thrown me out of balance, which is cool. I like it. I don't mind it. Um, One thing that helps you sleep at night is realizing you can't control everything in the world and giving yourself plenty of things. And this weekend was an amazing weekend. My weekends go by fast. My weekdays go by fast. I am seldom ever bored, and it doesn't take me long to snap out of it. Um, and even this morning, like getting up at 5:30, you think, oh yeah, you, hey, I'm just trying to lie there and try to sleep. It's just like, yeah. Here's my simple advice for people: try not to waste your time consuming media. Now, I'm not saying mass media, or the mass media as far as TV news. That's certainly part of it, but it also goes with online media. Um, I caught myself into a trap, and I could care less about the selection. I really couldn't. However, I'm curious, and um, I may have some. I may believe one candidate a little bit more than the other, but ultimately, in my opinion, they're puppets. But that's okay. I don't want to, and I think that's either that shouldn't offend most people. That's not a fact. That's just my opinion. Um, there's no data to support that. Um, I could go on with the current, world conditions and health things. I've done that several times. I don't need to speak about that right now. If you know me, you know what I feel. Um, and I don't know. I can't say I hope I'm wrong or I hope I'm right, because really it doesn't matter. Um, you have to look out for yourself. Bottom line, you have to do what's right for you. Uh, I think that's important. But that would be my advice. Just, and I'm guilty of this too. like I said, I was getting caught up into the election cycle, and yeah, it's something that I'm very curious of. But you know something, I haven't thought about the election cycle at all, and I'm Canadian. Why should I care? Even if I was in the United States, I don't know if I would care that much. We have enough problems on this side of the border, but no, I don't think I would. I don't care. Somebody's gonna get voted. I get. I may get one vote if I do. You'll say, "Oh, you can't complain." Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what party. It doesn't matter. Blah blah blah. And if you have a strong belief that a party matters, well, that's good. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no wrong answer. And but I got caught up in it, and it got me away from doing things that were creative. It got me away from doing things that were fun. It got me away from doing things that I can control. And that's what people need to do. They need to get into things that they can control. So what happened with me this weekend? I was in a bit of a writer's block. Oh, I lost somebody. I'm getting too philosophical. Don't worry, I won't be talking much longer if you're watching this outside of it. You need to basically do what you can control, and don't just rely on one hobby. Have some back hobbies. Diversify your hobbies. That way, when you get into those little blocks, you can focus on something else. And that's what I did with trains. I was getting into some blocks. Actually, I posted a message over on the trains forum today, and um, it was about creative. I don't know if creative fatigue, or I don't know what the title of the forum post was, but I just kind of shared some of my thoughts and how this weekend had been going, and suddenly I was out and I was doing, like, I uploaded a bunch of videos this morning. I haven't uploaded them all to my channel yet, but they're not that important. I uploaded a few last night. I didn't do I didn't do anything in trains last night as far as development wise. I think I did enough. I'm going to do some more tonight as far as I can tell. As long as I stay away from the elections side, the politics, all the things that I can't control anyways. Tony Robbins, as I said, it's one thought that keeps. There's two thoughts. I'll close with. Tony Robbins is one of them, and it's paraphrasing. I learned that in the Personal Power series. If it gets bad enough, someone will tell you. Believe me, there's enough bad enough out there. A lot of people will tell you. Trust me, you will hear it. Um, you need to, and if it's stuff you already have heard of and blah 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 blah, try to let it go out from one year out the other. Don't let it affect your life, because mental health, I can't tell you how important it is to keep you healthy, happy, and live. There's studies on that. You can believe it or not. There's a scientific data that shows it. I won't get into the other controversial subjects, but the other person, I will say, if you're trying to push your opinion onto others, whether it's me, whether it's anybody, like, I'm not perfect. Like I said, I fall into these traps too. I fall into these political traps, despite the fact that I am consider myself a political atheist. I really don't care about whatever. I get suckered into voting every now and then, and I'm always I always get disappointed, no matter what side. I voted for all kinds of different parties. It doesn't matter. I might swing. I might feel a certain way, but to say that I belong to one camp or another, that's just not true. Might agree with one camp more than the other. It don't matter, because they all do a lot of the wrong things as far. Anyways, um, been about the 10-minute mark right now. But the other thing I'll close with, and this applies to me, applies to you, applies to anybody. This was something I learned in some of the businesses that I have had over the years, and it's a phrase that's always stuck with me despite my memory issues, and that goes like this: "A man against his will is of the same opinion still." That sticks with you. So, in other words, if you try to convince people, no matter what you tell them, it's not going to change. You're not going to change somebody's opinion if they are so convinced against their will. The only thing you can do is delicately suggest things and try not to force it down people's throat. That's something that I probably have been making a mistake of doing. I may post this eventually over on the trains forum. Of course, people, I'll have to open it like say I'm not going to talk about anything else. I'll just say this is what I said this morning. Had a great weekend, and if I offended anybody, well, I apologize. I don't mean to offend anybody. I'm not here to offend anybody or push political views or like that, or even push my opinion. You don't agree with what I'm saying here? I don't care. Doesn't matter. If it helps you, awesome. Glad to help you. That's what I'm doing this for. I'm not doing this to hear myself speak. Because, quite frankly, I already feel these things. I don't need to post this on YouTube. I didn't have to. I did it out of caring for other people and trying to give them some advice they could use. And that's about all I got to say. So I can get ready for work. But have yourself a great day. Like I said, don't let the world get you down. Don't observe whether media, gossip, whatever. Focus on the things that you love to do. And if it gets bad enough, somebody will tell you. If they say you're living under a rock, well, trust me, you'll hear. Somebody will tell you. You will hear it in gossip. You will hear it. You do not need to be looking at a phone all day or looking at the TV all day to get your information. You will hear it from other people. Unless you're isolated up into a world where you don't see much people, um, you know, you don't need it. Trust me. Ask yourself how important it is and how much of it really affects your life. Ask yourself that, even if you're isolated, or you don't see that many people. I don't see that many people, but trust me, people will tell me at work. I hear it at work. I hear it all the time. I hear the same things. I don't need to watch the media to tell me what's going on that's important in my life. And it's good to be informed. It's good to know what's happening, but do it do it within, I say, a certain limit. Do it within moderation. Know what I mean? Don't let it take control of your whole week and think, oh wow, I gotta search the internet for 2 hours looking on YouTube and looking at various rabbit holes. You know what rabbit hole I went into this weekend? I said I was gonna end. I gotta end in a minute. Here's how great my weekend was. I went on some rabbit holes this weekend, but these were rabbit holes that are going to change my life for the better. This is the difference. It was a great weekend. It's going to be a great week. I don't care. It's cold. I don't. Here's a rabbit hole I went into. I thought you needed a smartphone to fly a drone. And then I was watching this video. It was an awesome video that of some drone photography up in British Columbia, Canada, which I've actually Kamloops, BC, to be exact. This guy only had 300 subscribers or 200 and some odd subscribers. He's got half the subscribers that I do. I'm thinking to myself, how can this? And this guy's been around for a while. I'm thinking to myself, these videos are awesome. Why doesn't he have more subscribers? I was like, and I've never heard of this guy's channel, but all of a sudden it was put up in my suggestions, and I watched it, and I thought, holy crap! I subscribed to 3 people this weekend. I subscribed to him, These are videos that are uplifting. They're beautiful. They show you the world we live in, the trains that we have, um, stuff that's important to me. But it also brought me into another rabbit hole. And these are positive rabbit holes. These aren't the rabbit holes where you dig in for more and more information to find out more and more things that get you worked up. These are rabbit holes that bring you into knowledge. And I was going to my son Emmett, and I said, "Hey, I wonder if you can." I first of all, I posted a comment. I asked him. He said you could use a tablet, but then I learned no, you can use a laptop. There are people out there that use laptops, and there's software out there that you can attach to the drones. Sure enough, I got myself a laptop sitting right here. I'm looking pretty much right at it by my microphone, and now I'm like, okay, now I might be able to do something about this. So next spring, all of a sudden, I've got some ideas as far as drones, and I'm looking forward to my boat. There's all kinds of things I'm looking forward to. So the winter, I'm going to use to do what I do in trains. I'm going to use to prepare for the spring, and you know, just keep yourself healthy and happy. Might lose some weight, might do some exercising, home exercising, whatever. Those are the things that are important. So, hope you enjoyed that. Probably going along too long, but 7:52. I gotta get out of here. Good day. See ya.